Have you ever wondered what really happens when a loyal man gets hurt? It's not just about the pain he feels in that moment, it's about everything that comes after. A loyal man doesn't just experience heartbreak, he experiences a shift in his entire world, his beliefs, and how he sees relationships. In today's episode of Psychological Speaks, we're diving deep into how a loyal man responds when his trust is shattered. Stay with me, because this is a side of loyalty you need to understand. When a loyal man gets hurt, it's not like an ordinary wound. It's a betrayal not just of his heart, but of his values. Loyalty is not a casual trait for him. He doesn't throw it around lightly. It's something he holds dear. When he gives his loyalty, he's offering more than just his commitment. He's offering his time, energy, and most importantly, his trust. For a loyal man, trust is foundational. It's the core of every relationship he enters, whether romantic or otherwise. So when that trust is broken, it's not just his feelings that get hurt. It's the very essence of his belief system that gets shaken. He believed in the relationship. He believed in you. And now that belief has been betrayed. You might notice him withdraw, and you might wonder if he's angry or plotting revenge, but that's not the case. His withdrawal doesn't come from a place of anger. It comes from disappointment. And disappointment can be far more devastating than anger. Anger burns hot and fades fast, but disappointment lingers. It's the realization that the person he thought would cherish his loyalty didn't value it in the same way. A loyal man might become distant, but not because he's trying to punish you. No, that's not how his mind works. Instead, he pulls back because he needs time to process what happened. This is where many misunderstand loyal men. They're not cold, they're not trying to get even, they're simply protecting themselves while they make sense of the betrayal. You need to understand that loyal men are rare. They don't give up easily, especially not on the people they care deeply about. Even after being hurt, he might still try to understand what went wrong, holding on to the hope that there's a way to fix things. He may question himself, wondering if there was something he missed, some way he could have prevented the damage. But once he realizes that the betrayal was intentional, or that there's no effort from your side to repair the damage, his patience has its limits. When a loyal man finally decides to walk away, it's not a scene from a movie. There's no dramatic exit, no emotional outburst. Instead, he leaves with quiet dignity. It's a calm acceptance that he deserves better. He knows his worth, and he knows he's given his all. He walks away with his head held high, knowing that he has nothing to be ashamed of. He stayed true to himself and his principles, even in the face of betrayal. Even if he forgives, things will never be the same. That's one of the hardest truths about loyalty. The depth of the hurt leaves a mark that doesn't just fade with time. His guard will be up, and he'll be more cautious. You'll notice a shift in how he interacts, not just with you, but with everyone. He won't allow himself to be vulnerable so easily again. This isn't about becoming cold or closed off. It's about learning from pain. Pain teaches loyal men to be wiser. He'll be more selective about where he places his trust. And while it doesn't make him bitter, it does make him stronger. He will still believe in love, but he'll be far more careful about whom he gives his heart to. Loyalty, after all, is not something that can be given to just anyone. It's earned. Now let's talk about loyalty for a second. It's one of those qualities that is often taken for granted, but it shouldn't be. Loyalty is rare. And when you hurt a loyal man, you're not just damaging the relationship, you're damaging the very foundation of why he was there in the first place. You're damaging his trust in people, and that's something much harder to repair than a broken heart. Regaining his trust is possible, but it's no easy task. It requires genuine effort, patience, and time. And even then, that chance is rare. He'll only give it to someone who truly proves they deserve it. It's not enough to say sorry or promise to change. Your actions need to show that you understand the gravity of what's happened. And even if you succeed, things will never go back to the way they were. When you hurt a loyal man, you don't just change the relationship, you change him. And that change is permanent. It's a lesson for anyone who has a loyal person in their life. Loyalty should never be taken for granted. It's a gift, a rare trait that many claim to have, but few actually live by. If you're lucky enough to have someone who gives you their loyalty, cherish it, protect it, and never take it for granted. So if you've ever wondered what happens when a loyal man gets hurt, now you know. It's not just about the immediate pain, it's about the ripple effect that follows. It's about how trust, once broken, changes everything.